Alright, how's everybody doing today? Now, I know some of y'all may be wondering why is he shooting this video again, but I had a little bit of issues with the audio from the first video, and so I wasn't sure how many people was hearing it with sound and how many people weren't, so I just decided to take it down and shoot it again. I only like to shoot stuff once, but you know, I do this one for the team because I'd rather y'all have the best video possible than have a video with no sound or any issues. So here we go, rolling again. So today we have the re-review of the Jesus Google Nexus 7 2012 model. And real quick before I jump into the tablet, I just want to talk about the rapid charger that I purchased from PWR and the Bluetooth keyboard case. Alright, so let's rest this off to the side. Let's start with the Bluetooth keyboard case. Okay, so purchased this for my Nexus 7 and I really like it because it has a nice tactile feel. Almost feels like a real keyboard but miniaturized. And as you can see, you still get all of your shortcuts. And it's pretty easy to hook up. You just turn on your Bluetooth there. Turn on your Bluetooth on your device. And you pair them up and you're good to go. So that makes setup fairly easy. You know, you pair it up, you put in your code, and you're good to go. So that makes that fairly easy. And real quick, I like the little configurations you can do with this. So right there, you pretty much have miniature laptop mode right there. So that's pretty cool. So if you need to like type up a paper on your tablet, you can do that. Or if you just want to go straight up movie mode, do it like that. This is also good for Skype calls because it makes the camera balanced and your arms don't get tired from holding it. So that's another plus there. And yeah. And if you also want a little bit more protection, you can snap it down into place. Carry it like so, and now you know the screen is protected. You know, so that's pretty cool. Hold on one second, let me pop that out. There we go. So yeah, overall, I would say it's a really good Bluetooth keyboard at a really good price. All links for everything in this video will be in the video description. Yeah, so let's put this off to the side. Now, let's talk about this rapid charger I picked up here from PWR. And this is a 6-foot cable here. It's mighty long. And I picked this up because I noticed that with the regular charger here, it was taking a good while to charge. And y'all know me, I did a lot of extended battery reviews and things like that. The last thing I want to do is be stuck to a cable. I was having this same problem with the Galaxy Tab 2, so that's why I went out and picked up a PWR rapid charger for the Tab 2. Same thing here. Picked it up for my Nexus 7. So yeah. This thing is really, really awesome. And the cable length is like, wow. So I would definitely recommend picking up one of these if you want to cut your charging times in half. Alright, let me pull this off to the side. Pull this off to the side here. Alright, now, let's get to what everybody's here to see. So right here, we have the Nexus 7 tablet. This is the 32 gig model. And Alright, let's get into this. So, let's start off with build quality. And I would probably say it's really, really sturdy. And I really like the matte finish on the back. And the speaker grills. I wish there was dual speaker grills, but it is what it is. So, no creaking of any time. No creaking of any kind, sorry. No anything like that, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah. Alright, so now let's talk about the display. So as you can see up front and center, we have a 7-inch display, which is 1200 by 800 and has a pixel density of 213 pixels per inch. And I must say, it is awesome. Go ahead and fire up the display. Things on this display come out awesome, guys. No issues. Let me turn the brightness up all the way. Oh, my bad. And as you can see, it gets fairly bright. Not as bright as some of the other tablets I've reviewed, but bright enough. You definitely can use this outdoors if you need to. Things like that. So, now, moving right along, let's talk about some of the hardware and software in this bad boy right here. So, here we go. So, it has a 7-inch display, as I've said, which is a IPS LCD display with a pixel density of 213 pixels per inch. It has a Tegra, an NVIDIA Tegra NVIDIA Tegra 3 quad-core processor with 1 gig of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. One downside is there's no micro SD card expansion on this guy. That's pretty standard for Nexus devices. I guess they want you to stick with cloud-based services or things of that nature. They don't really add SD card expansion, so that's one downside. And yeah. So moving right along here, let's talk about some of the glitches and crashes in this bad boy right here. Oh no, skipped over the software. Sorry guys, sorry about that. So, as y'all know, this is a Nexus device, and Nexus device get their updates direct from Google. So let me show you guys real quickly that I am running the latest build of Android, which is 4.4.4. Let me zoom in real tight so you guys can see. Alright. That focus up real good. So as you can see, 4.4.4 KitKat, and I received some really exciting news the other day when I was browsing through the internet, checking out the feeds, and it turns out that the Nexus 7 2012 model will also be getting the Android 5.0 or Lollipop update as soon as it's available. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And I guess that's just some of the benefits that you get by having a Nexus device. You get to be on the latest and the greatest. So let me go ahead and show y'all that Easter egg real quick. Throwing up the K, baby. Hold it down. There you go. Hold it down one more time. There go your Easter egg. And it's pretty funny because I heard that the Lollipop Easter egg is a lollipop and it's a version of Angry Birds in there. Android style. So it's going to be pretty fun to check that out when the update rolls through. So, now, moving right along, let me zoom out for you guys. Glitches and crashes. Pick up where I left off. Couldn't really say I've had any. Like a lot of people say, over time it slows down. And I must say that mine didn't really slow down. So, oh yeah. The Giants getting ready to play the Cowboys. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that game. Mine hasn't really slowed down at all. But I've only had it for a few weeks now. And I must say, no slowdown, no lag of any kind. And this this Tegra processor in here is a beast when it comes to games, you guys. You'll see that when we get to the gaming portion of this. But yeah, no hitches or lags of any kind. Moving right along, you guys. Let's talk about some of the features and things that you get with this guy. So you, like I said earlier, you're in Android 4.4.4, which is the latest version of Android at this time. And you get all the Android features. You get immersive mode, you get cloud print, you get all of that. And I must say it's really awesome, especially the cloud print. I use that one a lot. It makes it a lot easier to print things without having to run over to the computer and sit down and pull everything up. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And you get users, which means you can set up multiple users for this device. I think you can have up to 6. I'm not sure how many you can have. And you also get a dedicated home screen launcher feature. So you can set which launcher. If you use more than one, you can set which one is your main one. And right now I'm running the Google Now launcher, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so you get all of those nice little features there. And runs really smooth, I must say. Now, other things. Oh, Wi-Fi. In terms of Wi-Fi, you are getting 802.11 BGN, no AC, but as I've mentioned in some of my other videos, it doesn't really matter. If you have a good router, you're gonna get decent speeds either way. AC would have been nice, because then you could take advantage of that 5 gigahertz, but doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and do a little Wi-Fi test for you guys. Pull up YouTube, let you see how that runs. So did I push it? Yeah, I pushed it. Sorry about that. And yeah, let's play a couple seconds of this from the boys over there at Gadgets Portal. As you can see, goes right up, no issues. So it's pretty nice.
What are you gonna do with it?
Actually, I like this commercial.
Socially responsible to do. Can't we just let it go?
This thing needs to learn how to adapt, Murph. Okay, let's mask up.
Alright.
The rest of us.
So let's skip through to the video here. And as you can see, the video loads right up. No lag of any
Back
kind.
in February 2014, when
So let's play a
Motorola
couple
Moto G came
seconds.
out, it actually changed the whole scenario, whole definition of the entry-level smartphones with its great hardware, great look, and
Alright, that's good.
basic-first software. Now we have.
So there you go. In terms of Wi-Fi, absolutely no issues, you guys. Now, moving right along to Bluetooth. The Bluetooth on this, I must say, is awesome. aside from hooking up the Bluetooth keyboard, I also have a few Bluetooth headphones that I use on a daily basis. Here goes the lot fancies. And I have the turbines around here somewhere. And absolutely no issues with the Bluetooth, if I must say so myself. I do a lot of sending of apps back and forth from my phones and other Bluetooth devices, and I must say absolutely no issues with the Bluetooth, you guys. So that is pretty awesome, if I say so myself. Now, moving right along, the GPS on this guy is awesome, especially if you go ahead and hook up hotspot with your phone. And now I don't have hotspot, but some of my friends do. And so when we riding in the car, hook up the hotspot, turn on the navigator, and we good to go. So I must say the GPS is awesome in this device, guys. Yes. Now, moving right along. Let's talk about call quality, because although this is a Wi-Fi device, you can now make calls with Google Hangouts and the Google Dialer, and I must say calls are crystal clear on this device, and it's really loud, so that's pretty awesome. When I'm at home, I don't even pick up my phone because I just send everything to my Google number when I walk through the house, and I just walk around my tablet and take calls. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, so moving on. This is a lot of stuff, you guys. Cameras. Now, the cameras on this device, there's only one. There's only a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera that you use for Skype and video calls. It would have been nice if they had a rear camera, but let's be honest, you're using a tablet. You're not really going to use your rear camera on a tablet. But for the newer model, I believe they did add a rear camera. So, who knows? If I ever get tired of this baby right here, I might just sell it and pick up the newer model, and then we'll see a review of that. But I've grown pretty attached to this, so I don't think it's going anywhere for a good while. But yeah, that 1.3 megapixel camera is pretty decent for video calls and Skype and Glide. You know, all those apps. I actually use Glide myself and Skype, so yeah, no problems there. And okay, so oh yeah, now we get to the fun part of the review, the gaming test. So let's go ahead and line up some games here. Oh, I didn't keep them in there. Okay, I'll just pull them up again. And let's play a little Fruit Ninja. And I must say, it runs really, really smooth once it gets going. And I'm really falling in love with this Tegra processor in here. And I also might be picking up the Tegra Note 7 with the Tegra 4 instead of the Tegra 3. So we might have that review on deck soon. But let's go ahead and play a little bit of these games. Let you guys see how it performs. Alright. Forgive me if I suck. This is hard behind the camera. A lot of apps have updated for their Halloween theme. Looks pretty nice. Oh. Dang. Yeah. That's enough of that. So as you can see, it runs really smooth. Let's play probably one more game. And it's fairly responsive. So let's go ahead and play a little bit of Subway Surfers. And I must say that I play a lot of these games. And so having the Bluetooth keyboard to use as a makeshift stand really comes in handy for when your arms get tired. So let's go ahead and play some of this. Alright. Whoa. Ah, dang. Yeah, this is really hard to play from behind the camera, guys. I'm telling you, I really don't suck this badly. Let's play a little bit more. Oh. Alright. So let's move on. Don't think you guys need to see any more of my sucky gameplay. Now, let's talk about speakers, because I kind of skipped over that. I already talked about it for like making Wi-Fi calls. But in terms of music, it is very clear, you guys. Even though I would have liked a front-facing dual speaker setup, it is really clear. And the Nexus 9 has just been announced, and I think it's available for pre-order. And they finally gave us all what we've been asking for: a premium Nexus device with front-facing speakers, made by HTC. Looks beautiful. Well, let's go ahead and play some of this music for you guys so you can see how these speakers perform.
A rockstar, me said me a rockstar, a rockstar. Turn up, you need a burger. Turn up, and lead a burger. Turn up, and lead a burger. Turn up, and lead a burger. I'm a rockstar, no nigga, I'm a rockstar, homie. King Copedina, money mob in the building. You already know we get it poppin' all day, baby. Street certified, gangsta. Street certified, Copedina got the stripes. Red in the jungle, the product of the savage life. Pray to the Lord for my soul every day and day. Got the game rap tight, watch the king take flight. Street certified.
Alright, so as you can see, music on this device is awesome. You do, however, since it's rear firing, when you put it flat, it does have a tendency to muffle, but you get used to that and you'll figure out the best position to hold it when you're watching movies and stuff, so you get the best sound possible. Now, moving right along, let's talk about some of these benchmarks here. So let's go ahead and start with N22. And you guys know, I only run the benchmarks because I like the raw numbers. It has absolutely nothing to do with day-to-day performance. It's kind of like the horsepower on a car. We've reached the point where the horsepower absolutely Has nothing to do with the driving experience itself, unless of course you're in love with muscle cars and you like feeling that grit when you smash that accelerator pedal and just take off. But we've reached a point where cars are pretty much smooth no matter how much horsepower you have. And that's kind of where we're at with Android devices. They run pretty much smooth no matter how beastly the internals are. So with N22 right here, you can see it scored a very respectable score of 17,566. And that's pretty good. It's not the best, because you gotta remember this is a little bit older tablet. But for what you use it for, gaming, things of that nature, watching YouTube videos and movies, it's not gonna let you down. Not at all. So, okay, moving right along. Let's check out Quadrant. I think I took the screenshot so we didn't have to watch the benchmark over again. So as you can see, it scored fairly decent, number 3 spot. And the score was not bad at all, guys. Let me zoom in and let that focus real good. Alright, hold on 1 second. So, yeah, pretty good scores. No issues. Yeah. Not bad. 3,686. Pretty good scores, guys. Alright, and then lastly, let's talk about Vilemo. Let me zoom out a little bit. Getting out of focus there. Alright, so as you can see, there go the scores, you guys. So that's a 499 on the metal, or the internal scores. A 964 on the multi-core scores. And a 1,575 on the browser scores. And you can see, we touch it there. Yeah, it's bottom of the pack, but like I said, absolutely has nothing to do with your day-to-day performance, guys. Still more than respectable internals. Yeah. So, that brings us to battery life. Now, y'all already know my the scenarios that I use for battery life. I've outlined them in previous videos if you want to check that out. But with light use, I'm getting anywhere from a day to 2 days. With moderate use, I'm getting about 12 hours. And with really heavy use, getting about 6 to 8-ish. And so, it's pretty good. It'll take me through a few movies if I was on a flight or a road trip. So, that's a plus. So, the battery life on this one is pretty good. And for the 4,300 milliamp hour battery that's in here, that's a pretty good score. Pretty good score indeed. Alright, so, wow, we reached the end pretty quickly. So it brings us to the end, where we'll talk about the price and where we got this from. So, I purchased this from Amazon, and it came really, really quickly, you guys. And I got it for $115 after tax. So, that was awesome. So if you want a really decent, good performing tablet and you really not trying to spend a whole bunch of money, just go ahead and drop the 115. It'll be okay. And it'll last you for a while. And if you're a student, go ahead and save up. Don't worry, it'll be there. And it can only get cheaper as time goes on. So, yeah. All links to where to purchase everything in this video will be in the video description. If you like this video, please help me out and hit the thumbs up button. That really helps me out. If you want to see more raw, unedited content like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I have a lot more videos coming. And if you have any questions on anything that I did not cover in this review, or you want to just learn a little bit more about something, go ahead and leave them in the comment section, and I do try to answer all comments as fast as possible. Alright, I think that about wraps it up. You guys have a nice day. I'll see you. Peace.